And we've got Scott Matthews on the call today. Now, Scott is a one-star executive with Youngevity International. Very exciting time to be in Youngevity. Welcome to have you, Scott. This is Jamel Bookaboo speaking, Team G'day member, teamg'day.com. We would love to have you as a customer or a distributor. Contact us on the information attached to this clip at the end of the call. Scott, great to have you. We're very good friends. And we were just talking before the call. Do you want to share again about what attracts you to Dr. Wallach, Youngevity, and you were talking also about the nutrition in the food?
Thank you, Jamel. Hi, everyone. Great to see you all. Guys, Dr. Wallach's story is quite amazing. From the first few conversations I'd had with Jamel, I realised that there's not another supplement vitamin company that has a Dr. Wallach. The evidence of his work is substantial, and it's very easy to believe when I see in myself the difference it's made. We recommend that people try the products for 90 days. Once I tried the products for 30 days, there was no way I was going to stop, and that was really just the 90 for Life products. I understand the difference between the supermarket foods, the varieties of fruit and vegetables, or why more and more people are going organic. But over the top of that, I do believe we need to supplement. What he talks about, that the minerals aren't present in the soils, that's pretty obvious, and they're just boosting these fruits and vegetables, the growth with fertilizers and things. So it's all pretty bad. I do believe we need to detox, and I got to a point where my skin just was a whole lot better. At 50 years old, I can really notice that the more I take these products, it's as if I've stopped aging, or even in the first few months, almost reversed aging. I was looking better every week. I use the products I use. There's 90 for Life products. the three of those: the Tangy Tangerine, the Beyond OsteoFX, the liquid, and the fish oils. I try and get my clients, the people I'm training in my studio, at least onto those three for the trial for the 90 days. If they come in and their energy isn't great for a workout session, I'll give them a mixture of Tangy Tangerine and Rebound, and they'll always, it's evident. It's really easy to see their difference in their energy levels and their focus, and they forget all about their fatigue straight away. So that gets them asking questions. Of course, it's a bit of a sample thing. I believe what Dr. Wallach's talking about. Yes, Jamel.
Yeah, go ahead, Scotty. We're showing the Healthy Start Pack. We're about to show the Healthy Start Pack on screen there. Now, Dr. Wallach's life research he stayed at my home when I was in Hawaii, and he spent his life. He's got a book in the Smithsonian. He's challenged the FDA in America and won a lot of times, and he's been nominated for a Nobel Prize in Medicine, and he's been awarded at the UN at the Global Officials of Dignity Award recently for lifetime achievement in naturopathic medicine and philanthropy. And when I spent time with him when he came to Hawaii, he travels around the world 300 days a year, and he is the Energizer Bunny. He does, he'd be doing 3-hour lectures, then we'd be doing 2 TV interviews and a radio show. He'd do 2 hours radio a day, and you can actually call Dr. Wallach and talk to him on the radio show. And I'll show you how to do that shortly. What we're looking at now is what Dr. Wallach says is missing. We don't know the nutrition that's in our food. It's very hard to tell that. The minerals, Dr. Wallet says, is the hardest to get. And what you're looking at now is called the Healthy Start Pack. And, Dr. Wallet says, you have that, you know you're getting your nutrients. Now, we've got a logo at Youngevity called 90 for Life, and that is 90 essential nutrients. Now, Scotty's living testimony of that. He's feeling a lot better. Same with me. I was diagnosed as a lifelong asthmatic, and I don't carry my Ventolin anymore. Used to have it, carry it around it like a keys, wallet, phone, Ventolin. So, and also I want to mention that Scotty is one of my best friends, and it's great when you do business with your mates. I'd be talking to Scotty all the time anyway on the phone, and it's great when you actually talk to, we will be talking about certain things, and Scotty knows a lot about certain products than I do and certain things like that. I know he knows all about Pilates and things like that. So it's about wellness. And Steve Wallach, who's Dr. Wallach's son, says it's not just about your physical wellness, it's mental wellness. I just want to show you now. This is Scotty and me back in the day. Scott, do you remember this photo? This was actually in California. And I had some hair back then. And we had a bit of fun back in the day, didn't we, mate?
Mate, we sure did, Jamel.
And I want to show you another photo. So this is a Youngevity story. I mean, we're very good friends, and we enjoy what we do. And the best thing when you see people get positive results, as I always say, we're not healthcare. I'm not a healthcare professional personally, so consult your own. And it's up to your doctor and you to decide what you want to do. And things like diabetes and that. You can listen to what Dr. Wallach says, but ultimately it's up to your doctor to take your readings and they make the call. Now, this is Scotty in a commercial a long time ago, and that was, I believe it was a Hahn Ice commercial, which is probably gluten. But anyhow, that's back in the day. That was on TV, so you could tell that we've had a very we're very fortunate to live in Australia, and also Youngevity, to me, is all about managing your time. And if you think you've only got 1 hour, you can invest 1 hour into this business. If you've got 10, you can do 10. You can do your own terms. We'd love to have you at teamg'day.com as a customer or a distributor. And, if you've heard about this call today or you're watching this online, please consult the distributor that's introduced you. Otherwise, we would love to have you and as a customer or a distributor, and you can do it on your own hours. And Team G'day is, for me, it's all about everybody, all helping each other. And who we've got on the call today, we've got Linda and Mike and a few other people. And Linda knows a lot about earthing and all those sorts of things. So it is everybody is good. Yeah, what Steve Wallach says is pick your passion. The new Youngevity video, which is online, is Steve Wallach is talking about picking your passion. And that is, if you like coffee, Doc says these 90 nutrients are essential. The problem is the nutrients are no longer in the soil, according to Dr. Wallach, do your own research. And therefore, they're not in the food chain. And, these minerals are so important for our bodies, and we've been doing this with animals for a long, long time. What Scotty shared so far, I don't know if it was before the call, but this is the new video at teamg'day.com. You can just click on that and watch that for yourself. I'm very proud to say that I'm in it. And this is me and Dr. Wallach when we were in Hawaii. And I can tell you, he does not look like a 77-year-old. Scotty, do you want to share roughly, the name of Dr. Wallach's company is Youngevity, or the one he created, joined, or whatever you want to say. You're feeling a lot better over the last few years by supplementing with that 90. Could you give us some kind of your story in a couple of minutes?
Yeah, I just I know my immune system is a whole lot better. I just never get sick. I never get the full-blown colds or flu things that are going around. I might get a bit of a scratchy throat and a bit of mucus, but it's so temporary. It's gone by the afternoon. My energy levels are a whole lot better than they used to be. I used to suffer a whole lot of fatigue. Also, my digestion, I was quite sensitive to a lot of foods. Now I think, I just avoid a lot more foods. I'm a bit more intuitive because I really can see the direct effects of not eating well. Not that I'm more sensitive. I think I'm just more awake to feeling, what foods are impacting my body in which ways.
Yeah, and that's absolutely right, Scotty. Dr. Wallach does talk about good and bad food. You can get that on the health info page at teamg'day.com. And by the way, Doc is the Energizer Buddy. It's funny.
It's you the can hydration that I feel. Say again, Jamel. Yes.
I was just about to mention that. Yeah, Doc says you are what you absorb, and a lot of these foods, he says, interferes with the absorption of nutrients such as gluten. And he's been saying this for a long time. He's been saying eggs are good for a long, long time. Now, I saw a commercial on television last week that said, now it's good to eat eggs again. Doc always said this. What I love about Dr. Wallach is that he's always said the same thing for 40 years. He's got this, if you want to talk to Dr. Wallach, you can actually call up, and the show details on Pacific Standard Time are on the Team G'day page on the health page. And the other healthcare professionals, we have Dr. Glidden, who's a naturopathic doctor, Dr. Joanne Conaway, who's a doctor, and she's also a nurse. And we've got pharmacist Ben Fuchs that used to work in a drug store, which we call chemist in Australia. And he got to the point where he couldn't continue doing his job because he knew how bad. Okay, you might have lost my audio, have you? Can you hear me now? All right. Well,
yep.
I might not. Okay. I have some. Okay, I've got some applications open. I probably shouldn't have open. Can you hear me now?
We can hear you.
You seem to have lost the audio.
Okay, great. All right, terrific. Well, anyway, I was going. I want to do a Q&A. If anybody wants to ask somebody a question or share something, go ahead, and then we are going to stop the recording and have a couple of minutes of any. If any of our team members want to ask anything. But does anybody have a question for Scott? Oh, you've got it. Sorry, guys. Got it. Yeah, unmute yourself. Go ahead.
How are you, Scott? Are you well?
Hi there. I'm great. Thank you.
That's okay. Isabel, go ahead. And Scotty, that's Isabel on the call. Go ahead, Isabel.
G'day, Isabel.
Hi, Scotty. Hi, Scotty. I did have a question and it just vanished out of my head.
That's good.
It's too cold.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead, Linda.
Yes, Scotty, how long have you actually been taking Youngevity now?
How long?
Yeah.
I would say it's about 18 months, Linda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Yep.
And how quickly did you get those results?
I saw results within about the first few weeks. I just mostly my hydration was a whole lot better. My skin, I think, my energy levels, and my blood sugar. I wasn't suffering the highs and lows of blood sugar. I used to really feel if I had artificial sugar or chocolate during the day, I worked hard. I couldn't go anywhere near the artificial sugars, or sugar, or just sugar in general, because I would crash so hard, and also if I fasted or went without a meal, I know my mental state over the next couple of days would be affected. If we get a significant sugar low, it can apparently affect for 2 or 3 days after. And I didn't know why my moods were crashing, that I was cranky and irritable. But I just don't get that now. I can pretty well go up to mid-afternoon before I eat if that's what I'm planning to do, fast, or just because life's got in the way. and I'm fine the next day. I just bounce. Mood, my mental capacity is a whole lot better.
I think once you start taking it, you're more aware if you have to stop it for some reason, or you start eating the bad foods again. You're more aware of your body and how it's working, and you sort of really don't want to have those foods because you can clearly see how it affects your mood or your energy levels, or just simple things like that. Have you found that as well?
I have found that, absolutely, Linda. I'm just more intuitive over what I eat. I can really decide now. I don't have the cravings or the temptations for eating the bad foods or being lazy about something.
I agree.
And then I know that I can avoid eating something that's not going to agree with me, because I don't have the agitation or the mental fog, knowing or that really that nervousness that comes from having to get food into you and being in almost a panic state just to put anything in my body. I don't have that, so I'm better able to avoid those the snack foods from a cafe or something like that, or eating a sandwich when it's the day I'm not wanting to eat breads or anything like that. I can go without. Yes.
I think one of the amazing things I found was when you're getting that nutrified cell from the nutrients, I just don't really crave sugar anymore. It was easy for me to drop quite substantially. So I don't know if anybody else has found that as well.
I'm exactly the same way, Linda. What I'm showing up on screen now is Linda's actually done this chart to the right, which is terrific. And I'm going to stop the recording in a couple of minutes. But I just wanted to mention that too, Linda. Exactly. I used to put 3 sugars in my coffee. Now I don't put any, and it's not willpower. Dr. Wallach says, and I say consult your healthcare professional or doctor, he says it's a mineral deficiency. Now I do not crave sugar. And I used to crave fatty foods too. Dr. Wallach says it's an EFA deficiency. That's all in the 90 nutrients Dr. Wallach talks about. So I used to crave things like fried chips and scallops. Dr. Wallach says when you have the correct healthy fats, the essential fatty acids, which is in a healthy start pack, that goes away, and it's good for me. And what we're looking at now is a comparison chart. I do think we've got the best sports drink on the planet. We have 75 plant-derived minerals in our Rebound, which is so important when you're sweating, and the others don't have too much. I am going to wrap up the call. I did also want to mention, guys, look, we do direct selling, and we're very passionate about people's wellness. And you can't get longevity products in the stores. What you're looking at, we've got thousands of products and services, and what you're looking at right now is one of our products. And the reason why Dr. Wallach has chosen to do it this way is because he wanted to find people that were passionate, and he's done exactly that. And getting your products in the stores can cost a lot of money for advertising and shelf space. And you know how we know that? Because back in the day, me and Scotty here, we used to do TV commercials, and they spend a lot of money on TV commercials, sometimes more than it costs to make the product. There's 2 good looking blokes like that. Well, don't you love my camouflage pants? But that's back in the day in Los Angeles, California, and Orange County, I think it was. And so wrapping everything up, we'd love to help you as a customer. If you want to earn a little extra income or a lot, contact us. We have so many opportunities. We've got the essential oils, which is $1 billion industry, I think, in itself, a really top premium ratings. Our coffees, I think, is $1 billion industry too. But the nutrition, Dr. Wallach, is our core. But we've got everything, you can think of. Longevities, we've got, stuff to put in your garden to make your plants grow better, bloom and minerals, so they're going to have a lot of nutrition in the food. So anyway, love to thank you, Scotty, for being on the call. It's been terrific. I'm going to I'm going to stop the recording now, and then we're just going to have a brief chat, and we will go from there. And now I've got to find my Zoom little
Thanks, Scott.
thingo.
Thanks, Linda.
Thank you, Scott.
Thanks, guys.
And,
thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you very much. And this is an example of working with your friends and enjoying what you do. So this is will end in 10 minutes, but I'm going to stop this and we can have a short Q&A. And thanks again, Scott Matthews, 1-star executive. Longevity International Team, g'day.com. Welcome to have you on board there. And I am going to stop the recording right now. Thank you. This is Jamel Bookman, our executive. Contact me anytime on the information